Yes. Hello, everybody. I don't know about everybody else, but I've got very sore palms. Could do with a bowl of ice right about now. So, thank you for having us here today and bestowing this upon us. It's a great privilege. We come as a bit of a double act, and I usually go first. And on an important day like today, I don't want to break tradition, otherwise we wouldn't know where we were. Not a good idea. So I'll do that. Actually, one of our sort of in-jokes, as you heard about Jonny's achievements, is the fact that, whenever we talk and we give a presentation, he has an MBE after his name, and I simply have a full stop. So when I got the call, the email from Mark Ames and his team saying, that we'd been given honorary doctorates, I called Jonny and I said, I'm really, really excited, and I can't believe I've been given this honour. He said, well, I can, because I've been given it too. So I'm still catching him up, but obviously deservedly so, as you'll hear about. As you heard about our first encounter with Bristol University to come in and sign the Time to Change pledge, I know you heard a little bit of the context about it, and I think it's just important in these couple of minutes I have just to explain the importance of that. The Time to Change pledge, if you don't know, is set up by two big mental health charities in the UK, Mind and Rethink Mental Illness, one of which we're both ambassadors for. And the reason it's important is because it sets a framework that an organisation can say, this is what we're going to do to make sure that we actually look after the mental health of not only our staff, our students, but our stakeholders in our community. And all too often we go and we sign these pledges in organisations that don't always mirror the commitment to the place that they're going to take on. But with Bristol University, we could tell in the lead up, during and afterwards that wasn't the case, and that this is very, very much very special in the hearts of Bristol University to take this pledge on very, very seriously. And we did it in this hall, and it was a great honour, and the room was just as packed there with people of the community to come in and support this mental health initiative. So I just wanted to explain the importance about that. We've been in this field, well, I've been in this field of mental health for only 4 years. It was 4 years ago that me and Jonny met. And, to be given an honorary doctorate seemed to me, as humble as I try to be, maybe a little bit premature, but I was trying to think of what that means to me personally to receive this. And just a quick analogy, there's a movie called Dangerous Minds, and I don't know if anybody's seen the film Dangerous Minds, but in the movie, Michelle Pfeiffer sits down in front of all the students before the start of the year and says, none of you have to earn your pass. I'm going to give everybody a grade A. All you have to do is keep it. And I feel that I've got a long way to go to earn this honorary doctorate today, but it's been given to me, and I feel in the same vein, I'm going to do everything I can with our work in the field of mental health and working with Bristol University to keep it and to say, maybe years down the line, actually that was well earned, and thank you. Our work with Bristol University, hopefully, is going to continue onwards. Especially, we're passionate about the work we do with young people, which I think you're going to hear a little bit more from Jonny. The other honour today is sharing this with my family, this degree with my family today. Here is my dad, John Laybourn, who has been my absolute role model in life, bar none. His wonderful wife, Michelle Laybourn, who's been immense support in my life since I've known her for about 15 years, very, very supportive, and again, a role model to me. My wonderful wife, Sarah, who's with us, who I cannot even describe to put into words how supportive. So in the short time I have, I'm not going to, but just, it means a lot to share this day with you, and everybody can hear my little 13-week-old baby, Sophia Laybourn, who I'm also sharing this day with. And it might be a bit preemptive to say, I don't know if this degree gives us sort of discount in her tuition fees. In 17 years' time, but I'll put the question there now. Finally, to Jonny and his family. Jonny's dad, Michael, who is kind of like a big role model as well, and has treated me like a son ever since I've known Michael in the past 4 years. He's got a few Christmas presents to catch up on, but we'll talk about that. And his wonderful mum, Helen, also, again, it just feels like I've inherited another family. And lastly, but not leastly, Jonny, Benjamin, who 4 years ago, as you heard, we met as strangers, and now we are best friends more than anything else. And it's been an absolute pleasure to share this journey with you. And he constantly inspires me, as you've heard of the great work he's done, to keep on going on this journey with him. So in the immortal words of Forrest Gump, that's all I have to say about that.
I was going to start by doing the Vanessa Wilson twirl. That was very impressive earlier on, Vanessa. But I won't. I'll leave it to you. So I wanted to echo Neil's words. Really, this is such a huge honour, and we are so incredibly grateful for this. I never had a graduation actually. I did a degree, but I never made it to my graduation ceremony. So this feels very special indeed. Together, we've both done so much work. We've worked with the Young Royal Family, run marathons, travelled around the world, but this is absolute highlight, and again, just a huge privilege for both of us. As you heard, mental health and suicide prevention are areas that we are incredibly passionate about. We know the difference that help and intervention can make when someone is struggling with their mental health. And we also know that suicide is not inevitable. Therefore, we have to do all we can to prevent it. In this country, suicide is the biggest killer of young people under the age of 35. Therefore, suicide prevention must be our biggest priority. This man obviously stopped me from suicide, and I wanted to share with you 3 things that he did, because I know some of you are going into careers within mental health. The first thing that he did was listen, but listen in a way I'd never been listened to before. He listened with this incredible patience and empathy and non-judgment. Never underestimate the power of listening. The power of words is obviously so important, but never ever underestimate the power of listening. The second key thing he did was he told me not to be embarrassed. And I'd never heard that from anyone before. No one should ever feel embarrassed about their thoughts, their feelings, what goes on in here. What goes on in here is obviously no different to what goes on in any other part of the body, so why should we feel embarrassed about it? But the third key thing he said, and I think the thing that really made all the difference, he said to me, "You'll get better, you'll be all right." And again, never, ever, ever underestimate the power of hope, particularly when you're working with people that have mental health issues. Never underestimate the power of those 4 words, "You will get better," because they really do make a massive difference. I'm eternally grateful to Neil, of course, and to receive this with him well, it means more than words can say, really. As you heard, I'm also here with my parents, and they have been my lifeline over the years. Over the years, I've had a number of relapses and become unwell, but because of their love and support, I'm still here today, so I'm incredibly lucky. So thank you to them, and to Neil, of course, and to Bristol for this huge honour. And finally, to all of you, a massive congratulations. I know how hard you've worked to get here, and I wish you every success, not just in your careers, but in life as well. I know many of you are 20, 21, but when I was your age, I was diagnosed with this form of schizophrenia, and I really thought that my life was over. But actually, it was, it was the beginning. I overcame that adversity, and if I can overcome any adversity, then you can as well. So always remember that. Thank you.